Hello friends, let's unbox Rummikub? Rummikub. I don't know the right way to say the word, but it's one of my favorite Rummy variants. And this one here is like the little retro styled tin from Pressman. Let's give you a little walk around the tin before we cut the cellophane. Although this one's got a little bit of an opening already started here, and a little bit of the paint has rubbed off on the bottom. But there you go. It's the side. Now, if you're not familiar with Rummikub, it is a variant of Rummy. I believe it started off in Romania. I guess the common variant of Rummy played there. You could call it Romanian tile Rummy. It's played with tiles. Bearing the lead here. It's played with these tiles instead of cards. And the guy who invented Rummikub, Romanian guy, moved to Israel, and he was making these tiles himself and distributing them, and I guess it became really popular in the 70s. My understanding is I guess the story goes that what was his name? Don Rickles went on the Tonight Show and brought it up on the Tonight Show, and it just blew up in the late 70s. He was telling about his trip to Israel and that his wife was playing this game a lot. And so, like, overnight in the States, this game just got huge. And then there's a bunch of knockoffs of it. But Rummikub, that brand is the sort of the major brand of this tile-based Rummy. And so there's no, like, face cards. There is this face here that's on one of the tiles, but it's a joker. And that's so the tiles are going to be from like 1 to 13, and you just sort of put them in order, and you'll see sort of how you have, each player has one of these like racks, and then you play them. When you get a meld, you play that meld. Groups and sets. Alright, so let's cut this plastic. I'm going to try to do it from here. Now, do it from here. There's already an opening. I'm just going to exploit that. Close my knife so I don't stab myself. Alright. Here we go. We're unwrapping it. And this should be really easy, because we just gotta lift off the lid. Alright, so here are the racks. What's this? This is just a spacer, I think. here are the tiles. That's just a spacer. And a little rule book. What's interesting about this variant of Rummy, other than the tiles of course, is unlike most other variants where the play on your turn is draw a card, optionally meld if you can, and then discard. This is either there is no discard, you either play, so you either meld or you draw. And that's it. And it's very unique because when you make the melds down on the table, you can actually rearrange it. It's a form of manipulation rummy. And it starts out really easy. The early game is like super simple, especially you're typically just grabbing more tiles, and then it gets more complex when there's other things that you've played and other people have played, and you're trying to rearrange the tiles so this way you can maximize the arrangement so that you can put as many of your tiles down as possible that are still in your rack. Lots of the reviews online say whenever you get one of these, make sure that you open this up and actually check your numbers and your colors and all that, and they're not missing any, or you didn't get one too many of a specific type and too few of another. It's really common, and I've had it happen with Rummikub sets, so I highly recommend if you get one, you check it. And I'm going to grab my knife again because this here is all cellophaned, so let's cut it open and we can take a look at the tiles. Let's just grab a few to take a closer look. So that's a wild card. $11, $12, $13. We got our first meld. And your first meld, before you can play, has to equal at least 30. And the numbers on the cards are what they're worth. So yeah, it's a fun game, and I really love the quality of the tiles. You can see, I hope you can see, the like embossed, I don't know. I don't think it's laser etched, but it might be just molded that way to have the, it says Rummikub just under the numbering, which is also pretty aggressively etched into the plastic or molded into the plastic. I don't know how they do. I assume it's all just molded this way, but they could be cutting it out. I really don't know for sure. But I love the clack of the tiles. It's very satisfying. And the tin really adds a nice quality thing. But it does look like a tight arrangement in here, doesn't it? So that might be a challenge with the tin. But regardless, it's a great game. You can just toss the tiles in the tin. Some of these, on other sets, they actually say like Rummikub on them, but these don't. These are just like matte black. And they sell Rummikub sets, not in a tin, just in a regular like board game box. And some of them have different styled tiles, so not all of them will be exactly like this, but at least for the one in the Retro Tin, this is the kind you get. And I think these tiles are actually these are like the large numbered tiles. Their regular tiles are a little smaller numbered than this. They've got really all sorts of tiles at this point. Sort of styles of tiles, I should say. I'm pretty sure, now I haven't played every variant of Rummy, but I'm pretty sure this is my favorite, because at present, this is the one I enjoy playing the most of all the ones I've played so far. It may not be the one I play the most, and one of the reasons for that is it's a little bulkier and heavier, so like I'm going out to lunch, it's harder to, you know, bring this along than a deck of cards. So the one we've been playing a lot of is Rummikub, because the cards are just easy to bring along. But yeah. Yeah, that fits in there. I don't know. I don't know if, should you keep the spacer in there? I feel like the spacer kind of keeps everything from clinking around too much. So oddly enough, limiting the space is better. I was a little worried there wouldn't be enough space in there for all of them, but it looks like everything just fits perfectly. But that's Rummikub. Rummikub. That's not Rummikub. I was talking about Rummikub. That's Rummikub. Rummikub? Rummikub, I think, is the more correct way. I was reading that it's probably from the Romanian word for rummy, although I could not verify that, and I don't know Romanian, and I don't know any Romanian, and I don't know anybody who speaks Romanian to verify. If you know, leave a comment. I'd love to know the origin of the name. But I'm pretty sure the internet at large would like to know the origin of the name, because I could not find a really definitive answer. Or at least I didn't find one that I felt was like, that sounded really solid, you know. But at any rate, I love the tin. I love this art. The tiles that come with this are the high quality, you know, large number tiles. I think I'm a little bit disappointed by the racks that come with this one. But I do like the racks that let you put the numbers in here and the other people can see how many you have. There are some racks where they're just like, you know, a board, and then there's two tiers of where you can place your tiles, but then other people can't see how many you have, which means I can't see how many you have, which means you can surprise me, and I always hate that. I like being able to see, okay, my opponent's got 2 more left. I gotta figure this out and figure it out fast. But you know, it's not too bad either way. Yeah, there you go. Rummikub Retro Tin Rummikub.